Okay, so how do we actually get 2 consultants a month who duplicate? All we got to do is invite 21.9 people a day. That's doable, right?
Yes.
How many?
Our leaders here that are about 3 a day, 21.9. 21.9, 22 people a day.
22
Yeah.
people a day.
You think you invite 22 people a day?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I love it! I'm not hearing any other yeses.
Yes.
The good news is you don't have to.
You just have to write,
No.
invite the right
No. This is
people.
your personal sponsoring.
Oh.
This is your personal sponsoring. Your team does not count. Believe me, I'm in that position right now where I'm challenged. Those 3 a day, it's because I spend all day taking AA calls from my team.
Yes.
But I got to still role model. What I'm asking them to do, I better do it myself. So at Costco, I needed to make 3. But why is my number 3, not 21.9?
7 days a
You
week.
get your
Okay.
result, you
People.
got 2 out of 1, 2 out of 3.
Right. What's your conversion ratio
Yes.
from those invites to consultants? Yes, Bill.
Actually, I want to say I was looking at my time, and from yesterday and today, I spend, we can say like less than 30 minutes joining the time, and I get 5 people I meet 5 people that they decided to
Take a look.
know more about.
Great.
Yes.
So Eula met 5 people who agreed to take a look. Okay? This is where I'm going to have to scroll this a little bit here. So this number here is we are 50% effective at the skills that we need to move from meeting someone, inviting someone, having somebody else do the presentation, we follow up and have somebody else do the ongoing presentations, and then we follow up, they're at a point of decision, we have somebody else help them through that decision, because we're only speaking in questions. You know, as the B, there's always another A tool, a person, or somebody that is actually getting them over the hump, because they're learning how this works. And if they feel have to do any one of those steps, they may go, that's out. I don't know how to close someone. But if they watch you hand them to somebody to close them or open them, as is the better word, right? They're like, oh, I just got to take this problem to my boss. I need to take this challenge to my upline. I can do that, right? I just got to know what the process is and know some names and numbers of people and why to connect them up.
The key there is that's the process you've taken them through initially.
Exactly.
When that ABC, when that handing off doesn't happen, then the new consultant doesn't do it either.
Right. How many of you, and I'm going to raise my hands first, how many of you are awesome closers and bring these people on board and you're getting killer numbers and it doesn't duplicate?
Right?
Right? They may even come on board, but then they go, I can't do what David does, I'm done.
Right.
Right? But if all and this is very subconscious that's happening, right? This is children watching parents, they're children, and you can't. They're just being birthed, right? They're just learning to walk and talk, and they're watching what we do, and they're going to do the same, or decide they can't. That's what this Make It Simple is all about, so that they decide they can do it. There's only one person in the room who decided she could do 21.9 invites a day, right? Imagine if you're watching somebody do 21.9 invites a day, whether you would role model, you would follow that role model. We already know the answer to that in this room, right? So your way out is skills, which Jeff has been teaching us. I may have to shrink this font a little bit. So let me just get down a little bit. Oops. I got a different solution. Okay. So This 21.9 invites a day assumes that we're only 50% effective at these skills, and they're a little bit off the screen, so let me tell you. The first 3 skills are taught by RI Training and GoPro. GoPro is a great introduction, teaches them. If you can get it from the book alone, you're done. But if you need more specific help with those skills, go use the RI Training modules around the more depth level of skills, which includes these as well. What are these numbers from RI Training? Anybody read Six Figures in 6 Months or otherwise know these numbers? Can anyone tell me what the 60, 60, 90 numbers are? Those percentage conversion rates in your funnel, in your candidate pool.
Personal effectiveness
Give them the,
profile.
sorry, hang on, give them the mic.
Your personal effectiveness profile.
Your personal effectiveness profile gives you a number that represents sort of where you are over on the skills, but these are specific conversion ratios that of so many people here, 60% should go to the next step, and then 60% should go to the next step, and 90% should go to the final step. Does anybody know what those steps are? Ash? Ooh, okay. This RI Training has not taken hold the way that we believe it's taken hold. Okay?
Yeah, personal development.
Okay, so here's what they are. Of the people you invite, when you are good at it, when you're skilled at it, 60% will say, sure, I'll take a look. 60% of your invitations will say, sure, I'll take a look. And of those that take a look, 60% will say, sure, I'll follow you through the information process in order to get fully educated so that I can make an informed decision. And of those people that finish the process with you, 90% will join. That's what RI Training claims from their decades of research can be done in this profession, not industry, profession called network marketing. Okay? How many of you are at those conversion ratios? Okay. This is our opportunity, and I'm going to show you in a minute why it's worth a little bit, or maybe a lot, of your time. Okay, so if you invite 21.9 people a day, 13.3 will join you a month. Now would you do 21.9 a day? At least think about it. Okay, however, only 2 of them duplicate. This ratio here, what I've heard talking to my coaches, upline, et cetera, is that you got to activate those people, their why. Because they're only going to do this if they're in their own why. They have the motivation for whatever reason to do a number of invites a day, to do all these things we've been learning here this weekend, to do those daily little habits. Write the goals. Send the goals to a few other people. Do your affirmations, right? Whatever those little daily success habits. Humans Be More is, as you said, Karen Rose, from Colleen, that's one of our secret weapons. Because we can lock people in their why, and so we have a much higher conversion rate, but it's still only 30%. From what I've heard from my upline coaches and mentors, of the people that join UCAN that will actually activate, and Humans Be More is usually that activation tool because they found their why. And they're sick and tired of something that's in their life that they want out, or they're sick and tired of wanting something in their life and it not arriving. And Humans Be More helps them find that within themselves, okay? But that's the perfect. That's the perfect. That's what we can accomplish. That's what history has shown RI Training. We can get to this level of skill, and this is what history, as it's been told to me, shows us with Humans Be More. We can activate people, okay? And some will activate at different times and all, right? So these are just averages. But what I assumed here is that we're only 50% effective. So what happens if we just become 60% effective instead of inviting 21.9 a day? By the way, I'm sure the analyticals and controllers are with me. Supporters and promoters, stand up, please. Okay. Stay standing if you're following this at a level that works for you, but if you're totally lost, please sit. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that
We're not that bad
feedback.
at numbers. We just choose to or not choose to.
I understand, but I want to hit all the personality types here, so thank you for that feedback. I needed to make sure I was somewhere near the center here. So let's go from 50% to 60%. Just a small improvement. 21.9 invites a day. 8.8 invites a day. Stand up if you can do 8.8 invites a day. Okay, 8.8 invites a day. Wow, that's 240 a month. Why are you going to do 8.8 invites a day?
Because I want that $890,000.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with $890,000?
Don't.
I'll figure it all out. I'm gonna pay college right out.
All right. So what's this nonsense that Nikon's not about money and we should never be talking about money? You guys are going to go beyond what anybody in this room, and I'm impressed by these two, having done 60 to 70 invites by this point in time. You're going to quadruple what they've done because of money. Because money is just an energy stream, a flow that you use in your life for something that's meaningful to you. It's not about the stack of green. It's what you turn that into that's meaningful for you. Please, let's start to talk a little bit about money to fund the life that people's hearts desire. What if we could get a little bit better? What if we can get to 70%? 4 invites a day. Stand if you can do 4 invites a day. I understand.
It's the points, Bart.
Now we're excited, we only have to do 4.
We're almost
Well,
there.
we don't know for 70%.
Okay, we're almost there. So we've got all but one who are going to become a million in 12 months. A millionaire in 12 months, as long as they will study these skills well enough to become 70% effective at them and learn how to duplicate that, whether that be Sparks, personally duplicate it to your front line, and they personally duplicate it, and they personally duplicate it, or with a system. This is where I recommend a system, because we're moving fast now.
Right.
We're moving fast, right? The organization's growing. If you look at the actual numbers down here, the organization's growing by 3s. We're adding 2, but the way the math works is the team is growing 1, 3, 9, 27. Your front line, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 22. Remember, you failed your first month. So you only have 22 on your front line who are duplicating. Really? You want to stop at 6?
I like that 51,000.
Right? Exactly. The team is growing by 3s until it hits the 6th level, and then we're not counting them anymore because you're not getting paid on them. You got 51,000 team members on 100 auto ship. You got a $5.1 million a month business you're running out of your underwear.
My bikini on the beach.
Wherever your underwear happens to be, or maybe you're not wearing any.
How about jammies?
Hey.
Okay, bikini.
I said bikini on
Oh,
the
you're
beach.
yacht, so you're not wearing anything. You're getting a full-on tan. Right? It's just numbers, guys. If we think we can't, we can't. If we think we can, we can. So, all but one in this room, if you're not 70% effective, get 70% effective. Okay? It's going to take a little time. Read, study, GoPro. What we're using, read, study, GoPro, read, study, RI training. Okay? And I know there are people that are scared of having their downline's email addresses in the hands of these people. I get it. Okay? I have to admit, Eric Worre on the surface seems quite smarmy. Right?
Yes, he does.
He's an awesome marketer. Right? His daily videos are worth gold.
Yes.
What I tell my organization is watch them all and ignore the last half where he's promoting his next coaching class. He's really good at it and you're going to get tempted.
Yeah.
Right? But the first half, oh my God, great information. I finally got a chance to meet him in December in Las Vegas when there were 5,000 of us network marketing professionals from 100 different companies in 24 countries. And I got his why. Okay? He is smarmy on the surface. But his mission is to make this profession the most respected in the planet. And I got that from his heart. Okay? And More respected than a doctor, more respected than an attorney, whatever you think the most respected profession is. That's his mission.
Say it again.
Eric Worre's mission is to make network marketing profession the most respected profession on the planet. Right? Dennis Estes has the same mission, which is why he's designing a college course, college accreditation for network marketing. He's doing it in a slightly different way. I don't know when it's going to manifest. And that's part of what he's doing now that he has the money to pursue some of his passions. And he's doing that with network marketing professionals from other companies. There are several in this movement. Eric's had his own learning experiences. Okay, I didn't go to last year's Network Marketing Pro Conference, the Recruiting Mastery Conference, but one of my mentors, Mac McDonald, did, Dennis Estes did. And Mac didn't go back this year, and Dennis wasn't planning to go back this year. But Dennis's son Richard has activated, and Richard wanted to go, and Dennis went with him. Well, what I heard from Dennis, who was at both, and Bo Tanis, who was at both the last 2 years, is the conference shifted as Eric himself has grown. 2 years ago, Eric was the spotlight on the stage. What was different this year is Eric spent only a little bit of time on these same kind of skills, and there were $1 million earners speaking from stage. That's what struck me about network marketing.